Hello everyone, Therese Lawler here. So I am going to do my makeup for you guys. First, what I like to do is put on my concealer. And I am going to put it on right under my under eyes. Right here. Here, over here, over here. And then I have some blemishes all over. And I have this big blemish here. Blemish up here, but this one, it's like a beauty mark. It's more just a sunspot that's gotten bigger, and it stopped getting bigger, but it's still a blemish on my skin in a way, but it's a sunspot, and it's just permanently there, and it's been there for many years now, so I'm just covering up all these places. So as you can see, now it looks like this, and so I will have to go in and blend it. So I have blended half of my face, and now I'm gonna go in and blend the rest of the other half. Okay, so everything is blended in. That looks pretty good. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put on my foundation. So before I put this away, I used L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Crayon Concealer. I've had this for a while, and it is light medium W45. Now I'm going to be using L'Oreal again, L'Oreal Paris, and it's Infallible Pro Matte 103 Natural Buff Chamois Naturel Demi Matte Finish. Okay, now I'm just going to, well, first of all, what I do, it's because it's a little bit liquidy. I don't know why it's this liquidy. I shake it to make sure it's not that liquidy. And then I put some on my fingers. Then I apply some on my forehead here, and then I'll apply more in a little bit. But what I'm going to do is blend all of this in first. And this is just going to give me a good base. And it's also going to, blend the concealer with my skin and make my skin more even. It's a little bit of a lighter shade for me, but it's still a good match. Definitely, I think it matches pretty well. So I think it's a good concealer slash, well, I mean, it's not a concealer, sorry. It's a good foundation. It's like a it's a liquid foundation that is supposedly 24 hours, and it is long lasting. And I guess it could last 24 hours. So, yeah, it's a good foundation. And it's pretty cheap. You can just get it at Walmart, which is, I think, where I bought this. I've bought most of my makeup at Walmart. There is one item that's, I think, Sephora, and another one probably from, like, a Macy's or something. But most of them are from Walmart. Winco. Target is another place I like to go to. So this isn't blending that well on this side and this side. It's just kind of stuck on there. So I have to really get to the makeup. But I will be going over it with a powder in just a second. Now I am putting on my powder to kind of blend this and set my foundation along with my concealer. And I am using L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Warm, and it is W6 Sun Beige. So this is what it looks like. And here we go. So I've been using the same one for a long time now, and I really like it. So I left a lot of my makeup in Rivas, and so when I came back, I had to buy a lot of new makeup. So I'm just covering up areas. Alright, so now that I've pretty much covered up most of the spots, I'm gonna go in and really apply a good bit of this. And so I am using the little foam applicator that's in here to put the makeup on. It's my dog barking at me because I'm making a video. Cersei! Shh! Cersei! No. Be good. So now that I've done that, I'm gonna go in and put some concealer in this area, and then also a little bit of foundation and powder it. I'm not gonna put in too much, but I'm gonna use this basically as a base for my eyeshadow because I don't have primer, so I'm gonna put on something that will basically be absorbing the eyeshadow. Sorry about the barking. My dog. Silly. When I make videos, sometimes my dog likes to bark. My dog likes all the attention to her. Right, Cersei? Cersei? Cersei, shh. Be a good doggy. Making a video. 1 second. Alright. So that looks good. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of a powder on top to kind of set the foundation on there. Okay, perfect. So now my skin is, fully covered and it's matching my neck. And that's the part that you really want to match, your face with your neck. You don't want something too much. Really, you should also put powder on your neck area. You're supposed to go all the way down to like over here, depending on, if you need coverage. I don't, and I don't really want to get it all over my clothes, so I stop right here. But if I were to go out to something more formal and I really needed, all this really nice, or for a photo shoot, you do want to cover here with concealer, then foundation, and then powder it, and then bronze it to match your face as well. But I'm just going to leave it like this, and now I'm going to start working on my eyeshadow. So I am going to use this right here, which is Day to Night LA Colors. For my eyeshadow, I'm gonna use like a purple theme, purple blue theme. And then this one is Rimmel London Magnifies Wow Edition Eye Contouring Palette right here. So I'm gonna set this all down here. And then I'll go ahead and get started with this bit for now. So first things first, I want to color this whole area with the lightest part of my eyeshadow palette, which is going to be this white color right here. See, it's like a white pearly color. So you can do your eyeshadow all sorts of different ways, but I like to apply a gradient of colors, starting with the lightest to darkest, and the lightest will be going on the most coverage. So it's gonna go all the way to the top. So it's gonna be an arc right here. And it's going to just blend with the rest of the eyeshadow that I'm gonna apply here and here. And then here. And then I'll apply some right here just a little bit later on. So I'm really going to put this on. That way I have really good coverage. So there we have it. We have that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just do the next eye, and then I'll pop back up with the second shade. 1 second. Okay, so now I have done both parts of my eye. Next, I'm going to use this blue right here. It's a really pretty blue. It's a light blue, and I think this is a good color to put along with the purple shades that I'm going to be using later on. So I'm going to cover this part of my eye right here. And then I'm going to do it the same thing on this side. Now I'm going to add a little bit of a pink tone right in here, but kind of blend it in. So I'm going to use this right here, which is like a kind of a pink tone, just to give it like a separation and like a little line right here. But I don't want it to be too pink. It's just gonna be like a touch of pink to basically show you, you know, where the crease is. And that kind of makes the whole thing a little bit more purple, because if you add blue and pink together, it creates a little purple right here. So, because this is gonna be a purple shade that I'm going to be working with. So next, I am going to apply this purple right here. So this is the LA Colors Day to Night. So this purple I'm going to apply in the outer part, the outer half. So right here. And this kind of matches with the crease. This purple matches with the crease a little bit, but it's different. And it'll just give this area like a darker shade. But what it's done is it's like slightly darker than this area, but this is still light. So now I'm going to make it slightly darker. So I'm using this color right here. And I'm just going in like less than half right here. And just kind of making this outer part of my eye darker, but it doesn't blend in that well, so I have to use my finger. So there you go. Now I'm gonna make this part really dark, and I'm gonna use my Sephora. And 1 second, I'm gonna have to go ahead and grab that. So this is the Sephora one. It's Smashbox Snap Queen Photo Edit Eyeshadow Trio, and it has, this one is Get Candid, the top one is Hit Reply, second one on the bottom is called Save to Faves. And I'm going to go ahead and use this dark shade right here for my outer eye. It's kind of a maroon, like the very outer portion of my eye. So I'm just going to put in just like a teeny tiny bit. So there you have it. That's my eyeshadow, and I'm going to just blend it a little bit. And then also, just for fun, I am going to use my other little brush that is from another palette. And I'm going to take this white right here and just apply it on my inner corner. Right here. If you apply a highlight to your inner corner, it kind of brightens your eyeshadow look. But this is more of like an afternoon look to night. I would say this is more of an evening look actually, because it's so colorful. And you don't actually want to look this colorful in the day. I would suggest like a really natural palette for the day. You know, it all depends on who you are. But for me, my natural go-to palettes are more like this part right here. So this cream, maybe this bronze, and like a brown. But nothing too stand out like. So actually I have here my go-to colors for the day. And it's these colors right here. So it's like more of a bronze brown. You see what I mean? Like it's more of a bronze color, like a brownish color. So it is something that is, you know, more blendable. Here's another brown go-to. I have this one also. Sorry, it's upside down, Wet n Wild. It has some browns that I've used before. So mostly, you know, I use browns. This is another brown go-to, and it's a Revlon, and I have another one in my purse. And this one's for highlighting, but you could use some of these browns to, you know, use for your eyeshadow. But I wanted to do this purple one because I wanted to do a night look. And, you know, this is my pink putting on makeup outfit for this video. But I'm going to put on a black turtleneck to then wear with this makeup, because this makeup is so bright and vivid that you want something that's really plain to go along with it. And really, I should have put that on first, because I'm gonna put it on top and it's gonna go through my face and I'll get makeup on it. But for the sake of this video, I thought, why not wear this and that you guys see what I'm doing. All right, now I'm going to focus on my blush.